thank you for taking some time out of your day to join us. My name is Isaiah Dawes. I'm an annuity sales director here at IMES. I'm joined today by Tyler Randall from Stonewood Financial. We've got some really fantastic information to share with you today that we're excited to get to. But before we get into all of that, we do have a few items that we're going to be talking about as to why agents love working with us over here at IMES. But anytime throughout the presentation you've got a question, go ahead and pop it in that questions box. You don't necessarily have to wait till the end. We will make sure to get all of those answered for you. We'll also have 3 poll questions here for you today, so please be sure to participate in those. Your participation is always really appreciated so we can get some good feedback on these webinars. So remember, whenever you call over to us at 800-255-5055, you're always going to get a live person. You'll never have to deal with the dial by name directory, and that's just one of the ways we kick off our best-in-class customer service, making sure we're getting that phone answered with a real person. Maybe it's the person you're calling in for, but if not, we'll get you transferred right over, get you taken care of. So getting right into it here, a few reasons why agents love working with us, starting off with our new producer builders. This program is for those of you who are new to IMES. These bonuses are available based on your production level in your first 180 days of contracting with us. As you can see, we've got different levels that you can qualify at, and inside each level are some really great options for you. We've got incredible business building tools, personal perks, and even cash rewards available. So if you'd like to know where you stand towards your new producer builder bonus, or if you'd like to have a conversation about how to achieve the next level, please just reach out to us. Always happy to chat with you there. Another business builders program that we provide for our agents is our referred producer program. I know a couple of agents on the call with us here today have taken advantage of this. So our business on the wholesale side of the industry is similar to yours in the field, in that one of the best leads we can ever obtain is a referral from one of our valued producers. So that's exactly why we want to make it worth your while to refer a producer to us. When you get someone referred to IMES and they get contracted, we're going to cut you a $50 thank you check. But where the real money comes in is as your referral writes business, you're going to receive an override on that business. Our ownership team, Steve, Curtis, Chris, and Charles, they sign checks for thousands of dollars every quarter. If you can think of anybody that would benefit from doing business with us here, just go ahead and pop their information into that questions box. We'll be sure to reach out to them and introduce ourselves and see if we can get that ball rolling. Next, below that referred producer program, that's our marketing reimbursement program. This is definitely the most popular program that we offer here at IMES. For every $100,000 in FIA premium, you're going to get $100 in your marketing reimbursement account. Why that's so popular and lucrative for our advisors is that we truly do consider this to be your money. So you have the flexibility of what services, when, and who to use these funds with. It is your marketing reimbursement. We don't tell you the vendors that you have to use. Now, we do recommend vendors that we partner with and leverage reduced rates as well as preferred service, but we also have our creative team here to create a marketing strategy for you and provide in-house services. So if you'd like to know how much is in your marketing reimbursement account, or just have a conversation about how to utilize it, give your sales director a call. We'd love to speak with you about that. Moving on to our back office support. This is another way that we add value to your business. It's core value of IMES and how Charles Hiring founded us years ago. We want to help the independent advisor work smarter, not harder. We're going to do that with our great business building tools, resources, and of course, our advanced case designed assistance. We do assist with life and annuity quotes. We'll get those illustrations out to you within 24 hours, but really, you're going to receive them much quicker, usually within the hour there. So submission to commission support handled by our new business teams. Mackenzie heads up the annuity team, and Michelle takes care of the life side. So they have great teams that work tirelessly every day to help you get that commission quicker. We also scrub your applications, submit them on your behalf, and do the administrative tracking to get you updates on those cases as needed. Like I said, this is all in an effort to make sure you're getting commissioned as quickly as possible, and that's a service we'll provide to all of our valued producers. Moving on to the IMES website. Great tool for our producers to use. Another reason to work with us over here at IMES. Once you're contracted, you're going to have full access to everything you see on this slide. And really, there's a whole lot more at IMESinc.com. So if you haven't registered for the IMES website, when we're finished with this call here today, go ahead and get registered. We'd love to see you on there. There's a lot of great resources available to you, like illustration tools, online forms, product grids, news and industry updates, all available for you out there. So technology, as far as everyone's concerned here, we all know this is where the industry is going, and Luma is our newest partnership to streamline the application process. Most of our carriers are now on the Luma Firelight e-platform. So you can just go onto one site to submit your business. Some carriers are going to e-app only for some of their product lines, and others will also offer extra comp for utilizing an e-application. So make sure to ask your sales director before you submit a paper app, as you could earn extra money by just completing and submitting it through the e-app. As I mentioned earlier, we do have a full in-house creative team to help your business. Here we've got turnkey items available for you. Many of our sales resources are white labeled, so we can simply impose your contact information and your business logos onto it. Speaking of your logos, if you haven't created a fully customized brand for your agency, we can certainly help with that through our agency solution program. As I'm sure you're all aware, name recognition grows your natural market organically. So digital marketing solutions are a very popular topic around here at IMES. We can help with anything from websites to social media marketing to email marketing and a whole lot more. The internet and social media sites are where the overwhelming majority of prospects go to for information. So making sure you're represented in those marketing lanes is very beneficial to growing your business. So you can reach out to your sales director or myself after the webinar today to talk about how you can access the IMES creative team. We can certainly get that ball rolling for you. Another thing we offer is a complimentary marketing analysis for agents looking to explore new sales ideas and programs, whether you're new to the industry or a seasoned producer. This free assessment can help you boost your business with insights on your website, digital presence, branding, and current marketing activities. We also give recommendations on trusted vendors for everything from lead generation to seminars and social media content. So if you haven't done a marketing analysis yet, or if it's been a few years since you've done one, definitely reach out to your sales director to get that scheduled, as that can be very, very beneficial for you. Moving on to IMES Wealth Management. So this is our sister company. They're an RIA. They've got two different divisions over there. Obviously, for those of you that are Series 65 licensed, you can utilize them to assist with managing those assets that you are responsible for your clients. But also for those of you who don't want to get your securities license, or maybe you haven't had a chance to get it yet, or maybe that's just not something that you plan on doing in your career, we do have our Client Direct program. So you can refer clients over to our wealth management team to assist with the securities portion of the sale while you handle the insurance side of things. And really, the way we look at this is if you're going into a home, meeting with some clients, and maybe they've got $500,000 in investable assets, but only $300,000 is suitable for an annuity. If you're not doing something with that other $200,000, you're leaving the door open for another advisor to potentially come in and steal that client. So I wanted to make sure that we have a solution for you on all sides of the business with our IMES Wealth Management team. I know we actually had an advisor that was studying for their 65, and by the time they passed it, they had built up about $8 million in assets under management. All of that got transferred over to his book of business. So it's a great opportunity for you out there, whether you're 65 licensed or not. I am going to launch our first poll. If you are interested in getting some more information on our IMES Wealth Management team, we'll certainly be happy to get you in contact with them there. Please go ahead and hit yes or no. A no is just as valuable as a yes as far as we're concerned. So any participation is much appreciated there. I'll leave that poll up for about a minute or so while you folks can get your responses in. Looks like there's several still on the call that haven't got the chance to respond yet, so I'll leave that up a little bit longer. Please do participate if you have a second. All righty, I appreciate those of you that did participate there. We'll go ahead and get this closed up and keep on moving along here. Next, I want to talk about our life and annuity academies. These are a great opportunity for agents active in the life insurance and annuity markets who are looking to get some fresh ideas and grow and scale their practice. We do about 4 or 5 of these a year, usually at our home office here in Omaha. We do actually have one going on right now out in Chicago. And then we'll have our last one of the year, October 14th through the 16th in Omaha. So we typically bring out about 30 to 35 agents for a 2-day workshop. It's not going to be life insurance 101 or annuities 101. So if you're brand new to the industry, this may not be for you, but we are going to cover a wide range of topics, including sales strategies that some of our top producers have found to be successful, marketing strategies with a few of our marketing vendor partners there, as well as some presentations from a couple core carrier partners on their products, updates, and service levels, things of that nature. Really what a lot of agents have told us the biggest value add is from these events, though, is being able to kind of network and rub elbows with other producers, learn about what they're doing, maybe get some fresh ideas from them, and also, seeing the value that IMES can add through our service and our programs. So going to launch our second poll here. If you're interested in attending a life and annuity academy, like I said, we do have our final one open for registration right now on our website. Going to be October 14th through the 16th. That'll be a great time of year like I said, get some fresh ideas heading into 2027 there for some things you can start implementing. So I'll leave that poll open for about another minute. Please do get your responses in here. See, a couple people have responded. Several on the call still not participating yet, so I'll leave it up for a little bit longer. All righty. Well, thank you to those of you who did participate in that poll there. We'll get that closed. And I am going to go ahead and pass it over to Tyler Randall. Tyler, I'll make you a presenter here. You should be able to go ahead and share your screen now. The floor is yours. I think you're still muted, Tyler.
There we go. That'll help when you can actually hear. Not just a visual presentation. So you can see the Stonewood slide, okay?
Yep, perfect.
Yep, terrific. Yeah, thanks for having me. Just wanted to take you guys through real quickly some ideas for generating leads and meetings that will drive new annuity sales, and then share with you some of the resources at Stonewood that help make that presentation simple. In this business, if we can keep it simple so the general public can understand it, we will close more business. And so I'm going to share with you really the resources that have helped guys generate a lot more meetings, and then keeping the presentation simple, and we can open it up for Q&A there to close it out. So Stonewood is a membership company. You do receive a discount coming through IMES on our membership. And what you get is access to really 3 things. One is marketing. The second is our software platform. And then third is ongoing training and support on how to best utilize that and those are study groups and live events and on demand. So the first thing I want to share with you, and before we can close business, we've got to open business. We've got to have some conversations started. And one of the best tools to do that is a program we build out for you called Retirement Tax Bill. And this is a landing page or splash page with your logo on it. And embedded in it is a Roth calculator. And tax savings in Roth has been by far and away the #1 converter for getting new meetings the last 12 months for financial advisors. So we've simplified the way that we can open that conversation. There's a number of ways to market this, whether you want to use it in your seminars or workshops, if you want to market it on social media, you want to do email campaigns and get referrals from current clients. This is a tool you can use. And somebody can simply fill out this calculator, and what they get is their retirement tax bill free report auto-generated from us and sent to them. So the idea is that we can help people with a free report that may save them hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes. And so as they go progress through retirement. So somebody puts in their age, their dollar amount in their retirement plan, their tax rate, their contact information, and presses a button. And on this 60-year-old with $500,000, they're going to get their total taxes with their existing approach, total taxes with adjustments. And the difference is about 400 grand between working with you potentially and what they're doing on their own. And your contact page on your website or your calendar link can sit right there where they can schedule a meeting. And you'll get some meetings from this page. But the real call to action is we auto-generate a report. It's a very simple tax report that says, here's where, if you keep deferring this account till RMDs and die with it, the taxes of over 600 grand are going to come from. And that number is probably surprising for a lot of people. And if we reallocate to a tax-free, here's the tax liability potentially. And so we want people to have questions. How do I reallocate to a tax-free? What is that tax-free? Okay, maybe I should talk to the person that has their schedule link here on this email, and they can schedule some time with you. So you'll get an opportunity. They get an opportunity to book a meeting with you in a couple different ways, but that lead will show up in your Stonewood dashboard, and then you can use our follow-up funnels, or you can pick up the phone and just give them a call. But you will know their name, their age, their dollar amount, their qualified account, and their tax rate. So they're very qualified once they filled out a report. And people love to get things for free. And when you have a marketing effort, and we can help you with this, we have a whole guide to it that says, here's a free report that may indicate that you could save hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes in retirement. Find out for yourself. People are compelled to do that, and the report takes 1 minute. So if you're doing workshops, seminars, any sort of marketing event, a lot of people are using this with a QR code that somebody can scan and run their retirement tax bill. And this is terrific. Giveaway, like a postcard in an event, or on any sort of printed material that says calculate your retirement tax bill, get your free report. They can do this in a workshop. If you have this as a slide, they can do it on their phone. If you put it in their folder as they leave an event, they can calculate this at home or on the weekend. So you continue to get people engaged because the curiosity of the tax savings and the simplicity of running that report is very easy. If you have current RSVPs for seminars or webinars that you want to re-engage, we have an email for that. We have emails for old prospecting, all kinds of different things. But this one, if you have RSVPs for past events, they didn't engage, we can send them this email with your link and say, hey, sorry, we didn't connect. I know you wanted to come to my event. You RSVP'd, you didn't show up. We covered this idea that could save you hundreds of thousands in taxes in retirement. If you click on this calculator, it'll take you 1 minute to complete the calculation, and we'll send you a free report you can find out for yourself. Schedule some time with me if you are concerned about the tax savings that you see. And that has been a terrific way to engage prospects, RSVPs that didn't show up. There's all kinds of ways to market this. I'm not going to hit all of them, but we kind of mentioned it. I think you guys get the idea. Whether you want to do social media, calls to action from podcast, radio, TV. Here's the proof in the pudding of one of our advisors down in Florida who ran with this to all his RSVPs and cold prospects that he wanted to re-engage. He ended up getting 100 total leads. This is full disclosure, 90 days of activity. 18 became clients, and between annuities and AUM and target premium, I think there's about 300K of new revenue there. So is everybody going to get results like this? No, but can you get an extra meeting or two from your prospecting efforts using something simple like this? Yes. And if you get more opportunities to get in front of people, you're going to win more business. And so that is available through Stonewood. We also have, several seminars and webinars. If you're looking for that material, you don't have to go out and purchase them. You can just download them off our site. You'll also get lots of social media content, client handouts, email campaigns. And if you want to market with books, our latest book is The Road Less Taxed. We do have holistic planning books. We have insurance focused books as well. They're all about 100 pages. They're available hard copy and digital form. So those are the ways we can get meetings. There's a lot of content that you can use to get a meeting. Once we get somebody in the office, I'm going to just kind of walk you through how a lot of our successful members engage people first on a tax savings platform through using our reports, and then pivot into using the annuity in the process. So we start oftentimes with that real simple tax report. People love it because it's easy to create. We need half a dozen inputs, and we get that two column report. Here's what you're doing now. Here's the tax savings potentially if we do some planning and you're working with me. And a lot of people like to start here because I can ask the question, are you willing to pay the $115,000 in taxes over a 5-year period to get the $500,000 in tax savings potentially? And if the answer is yes, we can move forward to a little bit more sophisticated Roth conversion software. If the answer is no, we really have to overcome that objection first. It doesn't do us any good to spend an hour talking about Roth and all the benefits if they're not willing to pay the taxes, if they can see the bottom line pretty quickly. So people start here, they get a yes, and then we move to our Roth Done Right. And the Roth Done Right will give you the optimal performance or the optimal period of time to convert. It will take into account tax and IRMA considerations on continuing to defer that IRA versus converting. And it will give you some ability to add in the bonus annuity and add in life insurance, even if you want to do that as a consideration. So we do need more information to do the tax and IRMA inputs. We need to know their income information. We need to know all of their qualified assets. Once we put in this case, it's $1.5 million with a $500,000 conversion. Guy's making 150 grand pre-tax. He's 60, going to retire at 70, making 60,000 from Social Security, 50,000 from dividends, and maybe a pension plan or real estate. And that will calculate out their effective tax rate for them. And you're going to get a report that says, here is your total taxes. If you hold this thing till RMD, it's $883,000 in RMD taxes and taxes at death on a $500,000. That's all we're evaluating here. In addition to the taxes, this person will have $236,000 in IRMA fees being assessed to their Medicare, taken out of their Social Security typically. So if we look at should that person consider the total of 1.1 million in total fees, tax and IRMA, should they consider a Roth conversion? Can we get some buy-in on 139,000 in taxes and reducing their IRMA fees by 200 grand? Is that making an impact? Are we getting people's attention? Oftentimes, yes. And we take a very complex situation, make it very simple. And so a lot of times people say, well, if I paid the $148,000 in total tax and IRMA over the next 5 years to get this into a tax-free bucket, when do I break even on that? When does the Roth start to win and leave more? And so we give you a page that shows you that. In this example, it's age 66, where if you were to die, the family would receive $528,000, which about 20 grand more than the IRA. And so everybody's going to be different where this break even happens. You'll also get some guidance on the optimal period of time to convert. So instead of having to run 10 different reports, like, do I pay all the taxes in 1 year? Do I spread it over 10? What's best? I can look down this total tax and IRMA column and find the lowest tax and IRMA amount. It's 145. That's a 7-year conversion. Now, some people want to do it shorter than that. And what I would argue, if you look at this column, there's not a lot of difference between a 4-year, really even a 5-year and a 7-year conversion. It's less than $10,000. So we can make a good decision on optimal period of time to convert. And then where the annuity comes in, and it's simple, especially with the bonus annuities. A lot of people say, man, 140, I see the tax savings, Tyler. I see the IRMA reduction. I just don't want to pay all those taxes. Well, what if we could incorporate a product solution that gives you a bonus to offset some of those taxes and buffer, that bad feeling somebody would have about paying taxes? And that's how bonus annuities are being used. I would give it careful consideration on the different, caps and things. I mean, obviously, there's not free lunch, so to speak, in this industry, but it can help people if they're not going to, if they realize they can save, 600-700 grand in taxes and reduce their IRMA fees 200 grand, and they're stuck tripping over 148,000 in taxes, and this helps, then introduce it as a concept and full disclosure how it's going to work for them. But when we put in the bonus amount, 20%, this is example, you can plug in whatever product you want. Typically what happens, we run it at a little lower rate of return a lot of times because the caps are a little bit lower than an uncapped type of investment. But what we see when that 20% on $500,000 gets added to the Roth right away, it takes that break even up to day one. Like instantly, we will have more in the Roth, $469,000, even after tax, that's being left now tax-free to the heirs. And I think that's what's real important for people to be able to see, is that's a help offset on the tax liability, at least mentally, and then we are able to show a break even right away. So keeping it simple, we've kept tax and IRMA pretty big impacts on a conversion. This is the main conversation there, is helping us gather the assets. So if I'm going back a couple slides here and we're having this conversation, and I'm able to say, because I can tell you honestly, the Edward Jones guys and the Wirehouse guys, they're not talking about this stuff. They're certainly not talking about that middle column with the IRMA. And if I'm able to say, look, I can help you with this, but I need to manage that money, that $1.5 million that you have over at the bank or Wirehouse or whatever. If you move it to me, I can help you with this, and we can help you with this. The IMS team and Stonewood can help you have these conversations, creating these reports. It gives people the reason why they should bring that money over, and then that money ends up in an annuity or AUM or wherever you want it to end up. But we're able to show the bonus annuity and why that's important to help offset some of the taxes. You can also use our software in an income annuity capacity. So if you ever hear, oh man, I heard annuities suck, and I Googled in, is annuity a good investment? And the first thing that pops up is a Ken Fisher ad that says, never buy an annuity. And that's what happens. People put that stuff into AI or Google, and those articles pop up. They pay to get that thing up towards the top. This report is designed to be able to overcome that objection. In fact, we had an advisor that used this report to take $1.5 million from a Ken Fisher advisor who the client took this report in and showed it to him. And what this report does is it says, here's the performance you need to get out of your brokerage account or your 401k or your managed account to match the cash flow this income annuity provides. And it's pretty powerful because a lot of times when we run this, you have to have double-digit type of return to match the annuity performance. So the way that you create the annuity alpha report is we put in an age, a dollar amount, we put in an asset allocation. So in this example, the 67-year-old has a 50-50 stock to bond split where we said equities are going to deliver 8, the fixed side is going to deliver 3.5. You're getting charged 1.5 points of fees. And the income annuity, you can use whatever one you want. The guaranteed lifetime income was $39,000. So the report is generated once we put this in, and you would get a couple pages. The one page will say, here's what the annuity gives you. If you live to 95, like we're forecasting here, or 105, you're getting $39,000 a year for the rest of your life. That's what the annuity gives you. If you wanted to take a withdrawal from your current brokerage account, the maximum you could take to make your money last to 95 would be $29,000. So a haircut of about $10,000 to the annuity. And at 95, this account balance is zero. So there is no longevity insurance here taking that pay cut. And if the market doesn't cooperate and you have a bad sequence of returns along the way, you could run out of money anyway. So there's no guarantee here, even taking $10,000 less. So if you wanted to match the annuity, and this is where the real kicker of this report is, and this is what won the business for this advisor, the $1.5 million I opened up the annuity alpha conversation with, is that we would need, this is actually taking 39 grand out, you'd run out of money at age 83, but you would need almost 9% a year to be able to match the brokerage account cash flow. And so, excuse me one second here. I think I lost a slide. That's probably the most important slide here. I'm not sure what happened to it. Yep, sorry about that, guys. This there it is. There we go. Okay, this is what I want to show. Sorry about that. For some reason it got moved around. 8.86%. That's the average rate of return your portfolio has to generate to match the cash flow from the annuity. And the smallest number on here is probably the most important to all of us. Because this is a 50-50 portfolio, it means the equity side has to deliver over 14% every single year, guaranteed for the rest of your life, to do what the annuity will do with no risk. And when people see that, they understand that, is this a good investment? Yes, it is. And actually, it's probably near impossible to create this kind of guarantee on your own. So for a portion of your portfolio, you can win the business. And I know in that Ken Fisher example, he took this into the Ken Fisher advisor and he said, well, we could take your withdrawal rate from 4% up to 5% a year. Client said, hey, I'm just trying to maximize my cash flow that's guaranteed to me for the rest of my life. Can you match this? And of course, what can they not do? They're not ever going to sell an annuity. So they can't even compete. And this, that was it. And the client, that particular advisor lost the client right there. So this report, it looks like this, very simple to create and utilize. And so I would encourage you, if you're looking to keep income annuity simple, this annuity alpha report is great. If you're looking to keep the bonus annuity and the tax savings that comes with a Roth conversion as a potential carrot to moving money over to you, or even with current clients, showing them the reason why we might want to reallocate some money into a bonus annuity to offset some of the taxes. There's some great products out there. I would encourage you to take a look at it. And we do work with IMES on training around all of this. So we're just an extension of their team. So we do take you through a custom onboarding process. We have regular study groups. We have tons of on-demand. We also do live events a couple times a year that you can plug into and just hear the best practices, hear from the advisor that won that case, hear from the advisor that got 100 total retirement tax bill leads and ended up converting them 18 new clients. Hear how they did it. We have those things in our trainings. We talk about best practices all the time. So we have a few upcoming events. We do have discounted pricing. So through IMES, we typically charge a setup fee of $329. That's being waived for anybody that's on this call. So if you're interested in it, we will waive that setup fee, and you're able to access it really with this code SWDIS, or talk to us directly and make sure you let us know that you are with IMES, and we can save you the $300. But that code would help you get started if you want to get access to this for a few $100 and access the lead generation of the software. We're happy to help and get you up and running, take you through an onboarding and show you how to incorporate this into your business. So I think we promised to keep this around 30, 40 minutes. So I'll just open it up for questions if there is any.
Thanks a bunch, Tyler. I don't see any questions in the questions box right now, but there's certainly still some time to get those in here. I'm going to go ahead and launch our final poll. if you're interested in chatting with a marketer about Stonewood Financial or getting signed up there, they do have some discounted rates for IMS agents, I believe. Correct, Tyler?
Yes. Yeah, we waived the $300 setup fee for anybody coming through IMS. So save you some money.
Perfect. Yeah, so leveraging a discounted rate there with a program that's really strong, has a lot of great software built into it, along with a lead generation tool. So I'll leave that poll up there for a minute or so. Please do get your responses in. As I mentioned earlier, yes or no, either way, response is all the more valuable if you can go ahead and get some participation in there. If anybody has any questions over the material Tyler went over, please do go ahead and get them in that questions box here while we still have a few minutes left. Looks like we've got one response so far. I know there's more people on the call here, so please do participate. We'll leave it up for another little bit yet. Tyler, it looks like we did get a question just about any other fees. Can you go over what the pricing is? There's two different tiers, right?
Yeah, so typically to access everything that we talked about today, it's either $329 a month if you want to do it monthly. It truly is a month-to-month basis. We want to make sure you're getting value out of what you're using. You can save money if you purchase an annual membership. It's $3,200. There is a very simple version or annuity software that is just the real simple Roth calculation, not the ability to add the bonus annuity and things like that into it. Just that real simple Roth calculator and a lead generation tool that you can access for $229 a month or $2,200 a year. So depending on the resources that you want, a couple $100 a month either way, you can access the platform. And we covered a big ground just to kind of give everybody a broad overview of some of the resources that you can use to get meetings and then present the annuity in a simple way to close the business. But we're happy to have a deeper dive. For anybody that's interested in taking a little deeper dive, we can certainly do that.
Perfect. Thank you there. Looks like we got two responses. Give it another 30 seconds or so for people to get their responses in on that poll before closing it out. Alrighty, thank you to those of you who did participate. I'll go ahead and close out this poll here, and we will, I'll get my screen shared again. Oh, I guess I gotta make myself a presenter here again. Perfect. Share my screen and go through our closing slides. So here are our Facebook and LinkedIn pages. Please do follow us and connect with us on those platforms. We're always posting industry updates, IMS updates, any news going on. We're always active on those platforms, so we'd love to have you on there as well. And then lastly, any questions regarding today's webinar, there's our phone number along with our website. Please don't hesitate to give us a call or check out the IMS Inc. website there. And I want to thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, Tyler, for taking the time out of your morning as well. Certainly value the partnership with Stonewood Financial there. And with that, I'll let everybody get back to their day. Thanks a bunch, everyone.
Thank you.